Hey everyone, it's Colleen with Colorado Pork, and today is a delicious day in Colorado. Well, okay, honestly, if you ask me, every day is really a delicious day in Colorado, but today is extra yummy. Here's why. We are kicking off a year-long barbecue pork tour just to showcase all the yummy eats across our state, and we're kicking it off here, G-Que BBQ, with founder Jason Ganal. Thanks for being with us, Jason.
Colleen, thanks for coming down, and I agree, every day is a delicious day with barbecue and pork.
Oh my gosh, right, so summer, winter, spring, fall, this is a meat for all seasons, right? You can't go wrong.
You can't go wrong. It's great. You can cook it on your grill, you can cook it in the oven, or my favorite pastime, in a smoker.
Of course, you can never forget smoking pork. All right, let's talk about the food. That's why we're here, Jason. So much pork on one platter. Talk me through what's going on here.
Colleen, I have a bigger platter too. Maybe we can put more pork on the next
platter.
More?
Okay, yeah. There's always room for more pork if you ask me. Yeah.
So we got sausage. So we have a pork sausage. We like to kick it up a notch. We add some heat with some jalapeno.
Yeah.
And then counter that heat with some cheddar cheese. The attention, all those flavors fight for the attention of your mouth with the heat, the jalapeno.
Okay.
We use our G-Que BBQ, the rub, and of course that delicious smoky pork flavor. We also have spare ribs.
Pork spare ribs.
Pork spare ribs.
It's like a song.
There's baby backs and spares. We like the spares here at G-Que. They're a little bit more meaty. They're a little bit more fat on theirs, and if you know, fat is where it's at. So we serve the spare ribs here at G-Que BBQ. You can see, I mean, that's a nice, you're gonna get a good clean bite of pork on there.
I'm not scared of fat. Not when it comes to those ribs.
And then a lot of people consider pulled pork as the epitome of a barbecue sandwich. So we have a pulled pork sandwich, and then my favorite way to eat pulled pork is with slaw on top. So you get that good acid. We'd use a vinegar-based dressing, and then to take it up one more level, we put Granny Smith apples in there. So you get that nice texture of a crunch of a crispy apple, the nice, smoky, savory, delicate flavor of the pork, and then a nice sturdy, hearty bun to hold it all together. And if you want to add more to it, you can take your favorite barbecue sauce, which for me is G-Que BBQ, the hottish, and add that to the pork sandwich.
What is pork without being slathered in some awesome barbecue sauce?
Yes.
Okay, so Jason, a lot of pork going on here, but why do you love this meat?
Well, pork is to me, it's very versatile. You can cook it a lot of different ways, and it's a very delicate flavor too. So I know when I'm cooking barbecue, we want the meat to shine through first. So if you're eating a rib or if you're eating a pulled pork sandwich, the very first thing I want you to taste is pork. So our rub is designed to be a subtle background flavor enhancer of the natural beauty of pork itself. We want you to taste the pork first, and then that subtle hint of rub, but then also let that smoke flavor that you get from the barbecue process to come through. It shouldn't overpower it. So like if I were to take a bite with that sauce, and you put too much sauce on there, you're basically tasting sauce. And a lot of people like that, and that's okay. But for me, my personal preference and how we serve it in the restaurant with all the sauce on the side is we want the meat to shine through first. So in this particular tray, that delicious, savory, smoky pork.
Okay, not pictured on this platter, Jason, are your pork belly burnt ends. If you take a look at this picture, I mean, wow, melt in your mouth, mouth watering.
Yes, absolutely. You described it better than I could right there. Pork belly is bacon, and who doesn't love bacon? So what we do here is we cube it all up into nice, easy to eat bites, and then we smoke it, and then we put a variety of different glazes on that. So we run that as a weekly special. We have weekly specials here at G-Que every single week, and so one week it might be like an Asian glaze, the next week it might be like a bourbon peach glaze. So we run a variety of different pork belly burnt-in specials throughout the entire year.
The passion on pork here. It's incredible. I mean, you're excited. He's getting me excited.
You talked about a song, The Passion of Pork. That could be a good song too.
I agree with you. Okay, how much pork does G-Que BBQ go through a year?
Do you got a calculator? We can thumb this up real quick.
I have a feeling it's going to be high.
So we do between the ribs and the pulled pork, across all of our locations, we're at over 150,000 pounds of pork a year.
Oh my gosh, well thank you for supporting this industry, because that is a lot of pork to go through, but hey, people demand it. You've got to serve them what they love. All right, I think it is time for us to eat. It's time for us to eat, and it's time for you to follow along on the tour with us. Go to COPork.org and follow us on social media at Colorado Pork Producers Council.